Foul on Erica D'Souza. That's 5 on her. And the Sparks are down by 5. Counting it down to the 4-minute mark. Keisha Brown. A lot of dribbling going on.
The cuts for the Sparks, not even strong to the ball. They're looking for, there's a good pass.
Oh, a little pinball inside. It got tipped and into the hands of Parker.
The first cut by Parker, not strong. They went back out the top of the key. Leslie threads the needle. Good eyeballing by the big post players.
23 points for Candace Parker. Well, she started out her pro career. Castro Marquez good again. She's getting hot. Parker started out pro career with that 38-point game against Phoenix.
Would she have a high of 40 this season? I mean, she's just
had 40 against Houston.
Unflappable.
Had games with Houston and Phoenix where she totaled 71 points.
Now it's got to be the Parker, Milton Jones, and Leslie show, as if it hasn't already, but you've got to get those three with 3 minutes to go now to kick it into gear.
Milton Jones inside. Can't get that shot to go. Bales with the rebound. Atlanta looking to add to a 5-point lead as we hit the 3-minute mark remaining here in this game.
I'm sorry, did you say Atlanta had the lead?
That's what I said. Hard to believe. Everybody was talking about this being a nightmare season for the Dream. A nightmare may be the Sparks tonight. Castro Marquez over Lisa Leslie and in.
And that's the funky arc that Castro Marquez has to her outside shot. Purposefully the high arc to get over the big players. And it's so sweet when it goes home.
Timeout, and it's a full timeout with 2 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in this game. Castro Marquez lighting it up for 21 points. She's the top scorer for the Dream right now. Time running out on the LA Sparks. If they lose tonight, they cannot finish any higher than 3rd in the Western Conference. And if they lose tonight, they can blame themselves and Isiana Castro Marquez.
Last year she was a starter for Seattle. This year she is becoming a scoring machine for the Dream. You're seeing all the facets of her game. From the outside, she can penetrate. She's aggressive to the hoop. And tonight she's dead on. And one of the things Michael Cooper said is, if this team gets confidence, it is very tough to stop them. And they are led by Castro Marquez. As you see, increasing her scoring every quarter and finishing strong.
What do they say? It's not how you start that counts, it's how you finish. See how the Sparks finish here with 2:30 to go.
And they've got almost a 2-minute warning to do that.
Atlanta has a 14-4 run going, and the Sparks throw it away.
Yeah, Larry, and too long to get into their offensive quarter court.
Atlanta 8 for 22 from three-point range in this game. Castro Marquez 4 for 8. The Sparks have hit 1 of 12 from long distance. And we got a foul on Keisha Brown, I believe. Nope, they're going to call it on Muriel Page out around the three-point line.
Well, it's because they were trying to set up Castro Marquez for the double screen at the top of the key like they've done about a half dozen times so far. This time, the Sparks were trying to fight through that double screen. Got called for the foul.
You know, when you look at it, if the Sparks finish 2nd or 3rd, it really doesn't matter a whole lot because they're going to end up playing against Seattle the way it is right now. And if the Sparks finish 3rd, the way the WNBA has their home court advantage, the team with the lesser record gets the first home game. Then the next 2 games, if they need 2 games, would be at, let's say, the 2 seed, which right now is Seattle. So you don't lose a whole lot there, but I don't know what you lose morale-wise, momentum-wise, all those wises when you lose a game like the Sparks are losing one tonight.
Well, part of their problem is focus, and Michael Cooper will say there are games where I've got to sit on Candace Parker to get her focused. There are games where I'm saying to Lisa Leslie, what's going through your mind right now? Why aren't you guys self-motivating at a time like this when you're in the playoffs and now you have a chance to basically set yourself up for 2nd place? And you know, sometimes, Larry, maybe it's championship fatigue. You get an Olympic gold medal, you get a couple NCAA championship players, you've got players on the Sparks who have been there, done that with championships, and you say, okay, well, really, I'll rise to the occasion when I need to. The Dream isn't a game I need to rise to the occasion. I'm going to try and sail through. There's no sailing.
And Castro Marquez puts the Dream at 15 for 16 from the line. 94% tonight. She's got 23 points. She is 1 shy for a season high at 24 points at Indiana back in July.
And a good guard playing team is going to give the Sparks trouble in the playoffs.
Ferdinand Harrison at the guard spot. She nails one. It's an 8-point game. We only got less than 2 minutes to play. Stranger things have happened, but this has been pretty strange all night long. And a foul on Parker, who says hello to the people over at the scores table.
Well, you want the ball in the hand of Lennox. She puts her head down on the full court pressure.
Foul on Parker is her 5th. And you look at the final games. Seattle hosting Atlanta tomorrow night. And then Seattle here on Sunday afternoon. They've changed the start time of that game to 1:30 to accommodate national TV. Lennox, free throw, makes it back to a 9-point game. She can make it 10 here with 1:46 to play. And maybe, and I'm grasping here, maybe the Sparks say, you know what? Whether we lose or not, Seattle's going to beat Atlanta tomorrow night. They're going to wrap up the number 2 spot. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't get it. Milton Jones. Tapped away. They're going to lose this game.
Yeah, and you've got to give the Dream a lot of credit. It's easy to quit when you've only got 3 wins coming into L.A. on a team that's got 3 Olympians, and they never did.
One of the things that Marinelle Metters said before the game is that the effort has never been the problem for this team. They come out and they play hard. And they said, we'll just tell them about the last 2 games coming up. She says, I just told them to go out and play hard. That's what they're doing.
And credit to them. They've got great guard play, and the guard play has been really the decisive factor.
And as you see Michael Cooper, you also see where the Sparks are in the standings. And San Antonio, with their win at Connecticut tonight, has wrapped up the top seed in the West.
And I talked to Marianne Stanley before the game, and she said the one thing we don't want to do is come out flat against this team. And that's exactly what they did. And as much as a coach can motivate a team, if they're not feeling it, it's just not happening.
And we've got a foul. Erica D'Souza back there. And Lennox as well.
Larry, I think if they're going to go deep into the playoffs, the Sparks have to get some offense from their guard play. What the Dream did was basically double and triple team the 3 post players for the Sparks. Give Lisa Leslie fits early in the game. They allowed Candace Parker to get her points, but there was no offense from Johnson. There was no offense from Bobbitt. There was no offense from Brown. And Sydney Spencer couldn't get it done in her traditional, rapid-fire way.
Erica D'Souza, her 6th foul. She will sit down. And we're inside of a minute to play. Sparks down by 10. And running out of time in a hurry.
One thing you did want to do is protect that home court advantage.
Oh, my goodness. All alone for Young inside.
And that typifies. They're so focused on the ball, they forget about the defenders, or the offenders, and they just fell asleep.
Leslie fouled by Allison Bales.